Greg, you got to read, brother?
I got you.
Sorry, I took a few minutes there. I was running a little bit behind.
It's all right.
Rafael Del Valle, your mic is live, by the way, on the stream. Rafael Del Valle will be joining us from Bursa. He'll be calling in any minute.
All right.
Regarding my upcoming event in Florida, I have been covering a lot of ground there. And I'm going to have the laptop with me, have a board with me, okay?
All right.
They claim they have a pretty strong Wi-Fi. I might attempt to go live. Don't know. That depends on when I get there. If not, I'll have enough material sent to you in advance of the show to be loaded.
Are we talking about for Friday or the weekend?
I'm talking about for Friday and Sunday.
Okay.
I'll have enough material. Now, it's possible I could go live on Sunday. It depends on how much material I pull out of Friday and Saturday as this virtual shot type gig goes on. All right, I've got a number of opportunity available to me through NSSF and others.
All right.
Plus the event that I'm going to be at, so I have no idea. By the way, I'm probably not going to be live on Thursday. I've got to be down at Fulton County Airport to meet that X-Jet at about wheels up at 7, so I'm not going to take the time because I don't want to have to pack up everything I have and use my backup boards to fly. So I'm just going to have everything packed up and ready to go Thursday morning.
All right, hang tight. Raphael's calling.
Roger that.
Got your guess.
Good deal. Tell you what, everything is now USB-C.
Yep.
Including the new MacBook laptop, which means I had to run down and pick up a couple other cables today. But I'm going to be using 2 Rode mics that are really nice, by the way, plus my EVRE20. So
Rode makes some pretty good products.
For $99 for those microphones, those are broadcast quality. I'd go on national radio with it.
Sure, absolutely.
It's a little bit thin on their dynamic. It's a little bit thin, but I tell you what, they're top of the line for that price. You just can't beat them.
No, I've got a friend that's trying to get his kid into podcasting, and I pushed him in the direction of all the Rode products.
Oh, yeah. Tell him to get that Rodecaster Pro board. They're fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I sent over to him immediately, and I told him the mics for the Rode are great as well, but if you need any coaching, just give me a shout. I'll walk you through it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I have 2 of those Rode boards.
Yeah, don't you have one for the road and one for the home?
Well, technically, yeah, but I'm taking the one for the road with me because I know that the one from home studio works because that's the one I'm on.
Taking your roadie.
That's it. Means something different than it did when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Mike Riedel, Scott Templeton, John Lane, John Korzanowski. Kohl's Department Store, Bed Bath & Beyond. We'll be opening the show talking about that, guys. Did you hear about that, Greg?
I'm sorry, say again?
Did you hear about Kohl's and Bed Bath & Beyond and Wayfair?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Well, we're going to bust it out with Mike Lindell. We're going to give him some big props opening up the show today. Mom, how you doing? Robin Marie Scott, good to see you. Like and share the post, guys. Let me know when we're 30.
All right, we're close. All right, here we go. And 30.
is Armed American Radio's Daily Defense.
Armed American Radio's Daily Defense. Because they don't want me to, that's why I do it.
Presented by X Insurance. X Insurance. From the gunbroker.com studios on the Crossbreed Holsters Platinum microphone.
They're never going to stop us here.
It's 2021, and we're in a new decade. Here is your host, the loudest conservative voice in America fighting the enemies of freedom, Mark Walters.
So snuck up on me today. I feel like I'm dropping in on you. Had a lot going on today. Got a lot going on all week, I'll be honest with you. I am Mark Walters, and I will be filling your prescription for freedom today here on this Crossbreed Holsters microphone in, that music, isn't it great? That intro? In the new gunbroker.com 2021 gunbroker.com studios for you. All of this being presented to you today by X Insurance. I will be with X Insurance Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This week coming up, we will be bringing you tons of vendors, all kinds of cool stuff from a secret double probation on-site location. I'll tell you more about it later in the program, particularly tomorrow as we get ready to gear up because it's open to the public. So I'll let you know all about all that stuff. But before we get started, I'm going to jump in with my guest right away because, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Oh, man, am I angry. Rafael Del Valle, Bursa, how you doing, brother? Got your photo up here in the studio. If you're watching on the Facebook, you can catch it live, and I hope it's a photo you like.
You know what? I don't like any of my photos. It's all right, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, but before we even go anywhere, I am going to put a plug out right now because what's happening in this country, Rafi, is so bad, and it's going to come back. I promise you, it's going to come back in spades to bite these socialists, formerly known as Democrats, these Marxist communists. But the Epoch Times I saw this morning, I think was the outlet that broke it. I'm not sure. But MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell. And you know what, listeners and viewers? I'm not afraid to tell you that Mike is a friend of mine. Mike is a friend of mine. He's co-hosted this show with me. It was a few years ago at the Minnesota State Fair. Mike Lindell, Rafi, of course, being the inventor of MyPillow, from MyPillow fame.
Yes.
Did you see the latest news on this today?
I saw a little blurb about that online when I had a chance to peruse a little bit today, but I saw that Kohl's and Bed Bath & Beyond are dropping any of MyPillow products. Is that right?
Yeah, in addition to that, I understand Wayfair. I saw Wayfair in there as well. Haven't been able to confirm that.
Really?
Now, Rafi, I'm going to warn you in advance. This show is going to make both of us angry today, so let's watch our language. We're on national radio. I'm warning myself and you that because these are to be discussing these things in America. I want to put this in perspective for you. But here's what you do to Kohl's, listeners. Here's what you do to Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, I've been telling you that they're coming after everybody, and they are. This is American businesses. Let's put this in perspective for you. American businesses run by American CEOs here in America going after another American man's business, another CEO, products made in America, creating hundreds of jobs, hundreds of taxpayers, a free man who can think and say and do anything he wants in this nation until apparently now. And what is the guy guilty of? Supporting Donald Trump and making pillows here in America. Now, Kohl's, let me tell you something. Bed Bath & Beyond, I am not inclined, and I'm going to tell you this right now, Rafi. My wife, we're in a household where, my wife is angrier than I am, and I love that. I love it. That's why I love my wife. Yeah. She's angrier about all this stuff going on in this country than I am. Bed Bath & Beyond and Kohl's, you've lost a longtime shopper in my wife and this done. Finito. Now, here's how here's where you're wrong, guys. You can go to mypillow.com right now, and in the next segment, Rafi, when we open up the next segment, I'm going to do it live on the radio. I am going to mypillow.com live on this program, and I am going to buy some MyPillows using the AAR promo code. This man has been supporting Armed American Radio for nearly half a decade. And when this kind of crap happens, we want to throw our support behind him. Okay, you can go to MyPillow, right? The hell with Kohl's. The hell with Bed Bath & Beyond. And by the way, both of you CEOs, Mike's business is booming right now, and we're going to help it boom. And this is product that would never, ever, ever, is never going to move from your stores now, ever. So, Rafi, I'm going to go online live on this radio show in the opening of the next segment, and I am going to walk my listeners through my purchase of MyPillow products. And if you're watching online, if you're watching on the live stream, walk with me and support this man as they try to cancel this man, close his business. Can you believe, Raphael, that this is happening in America?
I read that earlier, and it's cancel culture at its finest, and I just can't believe the stuff that's going on. It's unbelievable. But I will tell you, I need a new set of sheets, so we're going to do this together. We're
going to do it together. And listeners and viewers, I hope you walk with us on this. We're going to be going to MyPillow during the break. I'm going to have it set up. I'm going to go online, and I am going to purchase. I don't even know what I'm going to buy yet. But I'm buying, and I'm using the promo code that he set up for this show. When I said we scratch each other's backs, I meant it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This is remarkable. And, you know, if you go out on the most hateful place on earth, which is Twitter, and you know, Raphael, by the way, with Burst of Firearms, there are 2 firearms. If I ask my fans right now, live, which two firearms that I currently want and don't have, one is going to be the Colt Python, the other is going to be the Burst of 380 Thunder. And they know that. In fact, we ran a little contest on that the other day, and it was either the Bursa 380 or it was the Colt. People knew what I was talking about. But, of course, Raphael is with Bursa here in the United States. Yeah, Rafi, I see things like this, and I see when you go to the most hateful place on earth, which is Twitter, you know what I'm starting to notice? Maybe I'm wrong. I have to use it for now, at least for now. But I'm noticing the echo chamber that it's becoming. It is so hateful over there. The leftists have taken it over. Let them have it. Real life is not thumbs.
I have not pulled up Twitter in probably a year.
Good for you.
I don't even look at it. There's nothing there for me.
It's not necessary. I've said this before. If for your business, and right now I'm working on other things. Obviously, we're waiting for Parler to come back up. We have an account over there. But I'm telling you, Raphael, I am going to be having some conversation this weekend. And if it's possible, and if I can make it work, we are going to begin creating a thing that no one has ever seen before. I'm just angry enough to get started, and I know the right people in the right places that feel the same way that I do. I'll tell you more about that, listeners, down the road. But what a terrible place we are in America today, Raphael. Did you ever think, just the last conversation we had on air, that we'd be having this conversation the next time we chatted live?
No, it's unbelievable. It's truly unbelievable, and the changes we're seeing out there, and just the things I see popping up in the news. And this is, I mean, literally in the last 10 days, it just blows my mind.
The last 10 days, it's happening so fast. I could say the last 2 days, the last day.
Yeah. Probably you're right.
You could probably literally cut this to hours.
Yeah, I went to the beach for 4 days with some of my guy friends, you know, for the weekend. We left Thursday. We came back Sunday night, and I didn't turn on the TV except to watch football highlights. And it barely was online, and just the things I was seeing
everything
after
changed.
4 days of nothing. It was unbelievable.
Well, let's give listeners and viewers a fun fact. Rafi was invited on the program last week, but he was on his beach trip. And we both determined it was probably best that he not come on the air until after his beach trip.
Yeah.
It would have been an awful lot of fun.
We would have had a damn good time, but, you know, it might have got a little out of hand.
We might not have been on radio today. Listeners, we actually joked a little bit about that, how much fun it would have been. But, it was. But seriously, it was because he was on vacation. We don't want to take away from his personal time. So we scheduled Raphael today. But it is remarkable what is happening today. And I want to put this in perspective. The MyPillow guy is so hated by the left because of his support for Donald Trump. They're now blaming the man for inciting riots. They're blaming just because he supports Donald Trump, which, by the way, 75 to 80 million other voters did too. And let me tell you something. We'd all rather have Donald Trump in office than Joe Biden. All of us. The reason they're so emboldened right now, Rafi, is because they feel, we got it all. We got the House. Yeah. We got the Senate. We got the White House. And we got the media. That's the most overlooked part and the most important of this equation is the fact that they are so emboldened now because they own the media. Katie Couric comes to mind. What an absolute joke. Now, I don't know if you saw this or not. I hope. Did you see that?
Hey, Mark, apparently you and I have to be deprogrammed.
We're getting ready to take a break. I can tell by the little number on the Wii clock up there in the top corner. When we come back from the break, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about reprogramming. I want to talk a little. What does this have to do with guns? It has everything to do with your right to bear arms.
30.
Because think about being deprogramming doesn't do you any good as long as you have your lawfully owned, constitutionally protected right to keep and bear arms. Now, does it? Doesn't do them any good, does it? I leave you with this at the break. What is it about their agenda requires you disarmed? Back after this. We're going to run up to MyPillow right now, and we're going to make us a purchase. Live on air. Right smack in the middle when you go to mypillow.com, click on Radio Listener Specials. It's dead center right below Mike Lindell. Radio Listener Specials. MyPillow Premiums, $29.98 with the promo code. That's AAR. The Giza sheets are buy one, get one free. Should we go with the Giza sheets? I already have the mattress toppers. Dog beds. And my dog has 6 beds right now. What would you go with, Greg? MyPillow bathrobes.
There you go.
Oh.
I didn't even know they had those.
I did not either. It wasn't long I was on there. I must have just skipped right through it. Body pillows, $29.95. I don't need to give my wife any other reason not to hang around me. How about we go? How about we do a Giza Dream Sets sheet? Buy one, get one free. And we're going to go with an ivory. We're going to go with a king. King. Go with white. Add to cart. We're going to get a king set of matching cases as well. Add that to the cart. King pillowcases. Add that to the cart. Adding. That's exactly what we're going to do. Promo code AAR. We'll get this set up and ready to rock and roll. Oh, look at that. Wiped out half on the pillows. Gave me the other set for free. Let me know when we're 30.
30.
That was perfect timing. This upcoming segment of Armed American Radio is being sponsored by GunBroker.com, the world's largest online marketplace to buy and sell firearms, ammo, and related accessories. That's GunBroker.com. Welcome back to the show. Good, fun day today. Long day today. Lots going on. Getting ready to travel. Getting ready to take you down to Florida with me. Far, far away. To a galaxy far, far away. During the break, by the way, GunBroker.com studios. The segment's brought to us by GunBroker. You know that. Yeah, and guess what? Ooh, I have to do something with my page here. Hold on. Let's just stop it right there. There we go. All right, so here's what we're getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to flick the switch with you. During the break, I popped over at MyPillow.com, and here's what I'm using with my promo code AAR. Rafi, are you with me? Rafael Devalle from Bursa joins me. You with me?
I'm with you.
Are you on the site as well?
I'm going to MyPillow.com right now.
Do it. Now, I'll tell you what I'm getting just for some fun. I'm getting the Dream Giza sheets, and with the promo code AAR, we're getting buy one, get one free. I got a king bed, so we're getting two pairs, $199, 2 pairs, and I'm adding 2 sets of pillowcases to go with it at $29 a piece. Cut in half at 19, I think it's 49 I was cut in half. Oh, I can't see it from the screen that I'm on right now currently. But I've already entered the credit card information, so we're going to go ahead and click. Boom. And there we go. We just ordered 2 sets. One of them was a top, right? And the other one was white.
Yep.
And I got some matching pillowcases to go with it because I have all the pillows I need right now. And my kids have the mattress toppers, and my dog has the bed. So we've just added the Giza sheets. We just did it. There it is. There's. You can see it on the video. I won't hold it up too much, but there's the credit card. That is a done deal. Oh, that's it. There it is. There's the credit card right there. Finished. Done. That's how we support our sponsors. Do the same thing. MyPillow, use the promo code AAR to kick the discounts in and have at it. Support this man. My God. Just incredible. I'm proud to have done that. I love it. What are you getting?
I'm right here with you buying some sheets. I told you I needed a new set of sheets, but apparently now I'm getting 2 new sets of sheets.
Yes, you are.
At a huge discount.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna do that. I got the light blue. I'm trying to decide between white or ivory. I think I'm gonna go with ivory.
I went ivory and top. I said white. I think it was ivory. It was ivory and top is what I did on the Kings. So there we go.
Yep, I've got a queen because I'm not as styling as you, but we're getting there.
All right,
we're gonna go.
How fun!
I'm gonna get a set of extra pillowcases in light blue and an extra set in ivory.
That's beautiful.
There we go. Yep, it's done.
Yeah, and here we got Vern over on there. Just ordered 2 queen size pillows. Order complete. Beautiful. That's awesome.
Yep.
So there you go. We got some folks over there doing the same thing. Just use the promo code. Have to look at I have some of the towels, okay, and I love them. I've got several of the sets, and I'll be honest with you, they sent them to me without my knowledge. I got a box one day a few months back when the towels first came out. Whenever that was, I've lost track of time. And Dawn was kind enough to send them to me as a gift, and I love them. I've ordered more since, but my oh my.
Well,
okay,
so I'm telling you what, I don't own any of these sheets, but everything I've read about them, I'm gonna love them.
Oh, you're gonna love them. Now let's talk about why this is so important, because this is about the firearm community, the industry as a whole, staying together. There was a tweet that I was mentioned in earlier today, Rafi, you'll appreciate.
Yeah.
Who sent this? Let me see if I can find out who sent it. Oh, Virginia Shooting Sports Association. Let me give VSSA a huge shout out. As we prepare for an all-out assault on our Pound 2A freedom at the national level, stay informed by listening to @GunTalk, @AAR Mark, and @Cam Edwards and Anthony Calandro's Gun for Hire radio podcast. Now, I happened to be on Twitter when that originally popped up. I immediately liked it, retweeted it with a comment, and then re-put it out on something else as well, and it's gotten some legs out there. Listen, the content of that tweet is what's so important. We are getting ready to face tomorrow at 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard time an assault on our right to keep and bear arms unlike anything we've ever seen, Rafi, and I know you know that's coming, brother.
I do.
Your thoughts on tell us. Let me turn the mic over to you. I want to know what you think about it.
And you know what, Mark? I don't even know what to think about it. I'm waiting for the next 48 hours to see. I'm at a loss to even think about what they're going to do. I mean, I think that there's going to be such a huge amount of executive orders and things going on that I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. I think it's going to be insane. I guess that's the best way I can put it. I don't know what to think. And I mean, you're a lot better with words than I am. I'm a kind of wait and see type of guy, but I think that our mind is going to be blown. I mean, like we were talking about all the things that we're seeing already. Usually, if it's any indication of what people think, can I just go ahead and tell you that between Friday and today, and Bursa, we're not a huge company like Glock or Smith & Wesson. We've received over $14 million worth of orders. So which is
what was that time frame again, Rafi? What was the time frame?
Between Friday and today, 3 business days. And yesterday wasn't much of a business day because it was a holiday and a lot of people
Remarkable.
were working, right? We're talking about, for a company our size, about 7 months worth of production in 3 days. Plus the fact that because of everything else that's been going on, we already know the back order situation. So I look at these type of things as barometers because the distributors out there and the big dealers and the chains have a finger on the pulse that we as manufacturers have to wait to see. So, I started seeing I was at the beach and I got on Friday $10 million worth of orders. I looked at my friend and said, something's cooking. Something's cooking because people, you just don't see that. And so what exactly is cooking? There's 8,000 people marching towards the border coming through South America.
Yes, sir.
There's, the minimum wage doubling.
All right, hold on a second. Let me stop you on that walking towards the border. Let me stop you there. Let's take that to the break. Here's why.
Yeah.
Because Joe Biden has already mentioned today, just about every fake news outlet. Every outlet out there is fake, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what you have to know. Do not expect ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSDNC, and including Fox News to tell you the truth. Assume everything coming out of there. Now, you've done this already. Gun owners have had to put up with this for years. We know they've been lying about us, everything we stand for, everything we do. For decades, they've been lying about us. But at this stage of the game now, when we come back, I'm going to read you some bits from a CNN piece. Now, this was a piece where Jake Tapper got upset with a guest. This wasn't the piece, but I'm going to correlate the two. Where Jake Tapper got upset with an on-air guest who was talking about lies coming out of CNN and others, and Jake Tapper stood up for his network being fact-based. I'm going to read you something, and we'll make the correlation. You can't believe anything. And boy, do you have to be on your toes now. Gosh darn it, we're coming to a break. I hate that, but we'll be back right after this. Don't go away. You do realize we're heading into the third segment already?
Uh-huh.
That was fun buying those Giza sheets. I've already got a couple pairs of them. They are really comfortable, I'll be honest with you.
Yep, I still sleep on Walmart sheets.
Shh. He probably buys his clothes at Costco.
No, get my jeans just down the aisle from my sheets.
Hey, I got some shirts at Costco. I got some great stuff over there. I got, especially in the fall and winter stuff. You know, some heavy fleece stuff. Great stuff for sitting around by the fireplace. That, you know, for cheap, like $11, $12. You can't beat it. One of them was so cheap. I gave a fleece it's like a lumberjack shirt. I gave it to my dog. She sleeps on it on her bed. She loves it.
There you go.
Reminds her of Daddy. No, this is not pre-recorded from yesterday. I have no earthly idea why it defaulted to 118. That's a great point, but no, it's the real deal today. I promise you, we are live. Ty, thank you. That was fun. We got to support our own. We have to support our own. We have to support the people that support this program. Believe me, they're coming after you. They're coming after you. They're coming after me. They're coming after our sponsors, supporters, everything. And it isn't going to slow up. Now, they will fail. And it will eventually backfire on these lunatics, these Marxists, these communists. But we have an uphill fight. Because they have not just all three, they have the fourth lever of power, and that's the media they've had for years. But now they're out. They're stone cold out. They're not hiding anything. You know, I'm going to have to go back over there and get another.
And 30.
Back to Armed American Radio's Daily Defense with Mark Walters.
Welcome back inside Armed American Radio's Daily Defense, gunbroker.com studios. Gunbroker.com studios. Gunbroker.com studios. I love that. We'll say it loud and proud all day. The gunbroker.com studios on the Crossbreed Holsters Platinum microphone. All of it being presented to you today and every day, 6 days a week by X Insurance. A far superior product to anything you even think you might currently have. I'm challenging you to make a comparison. You will come up to the exact same conclusion I did. I can promise you with what you currently have now, no matter who it is with, if it's not X Insurance, you would not carry the same thing were it for your home, your autos, your toys, your life, your health. Why would you carry it for your freedom when your freedom's at stake? I'm challenging you to visit xinsurance.com and get a quote because they're going to build a real insurance policy, AM Best, A-rated, for you in your name with your own policy number because they're a real insurance company. In fact, your lien holders on your homes, your cars, your toys wouldn't even let you use the type of coverage you think you have right now, regardless of who it's with. They wouldn't even let you cover. You wouldn't even be able to cover the things that you currently have right now. You need real insurance in today's day and age. What we're talking about right now going on is the real deal in this country. It is actually happening. This is not a novel. It's not 1984. It isn't a movie. This is not a Clockwork Orange. It might feel like it sometimes. But these people hate you. They're coming for you. You need as much protection as you can get. X Insurance has you covered. And also, Rafael Del Valle, Burst, I'm going back to this again. when we got the news today about MyPillow, I'm telling you, if we don't stand by our own right now, we can lose this battle. We can lose this battle. Listeners, viewers, even if you don't need a pillow, make a statement. Freaking buy something from the guy and use the AAR Armed American Radio promo code and show your support. Honest to goodness. It's just incredible. All right, Rafi, I was talking about that break. Time gets in the way. I'm talking with Rafael Devalle from Bursa, fastest hour in radio. Rafael, the immigration issue right now that you brought up, I stopped you mid-sentence. I had to because I want people to understand what's happening right now as we speak, right now. First order of business for Joe Biden. First order of business for Joe Biden tomorrow at 12:01, unveiling an immigration overhaul amid all of thousands that are coming up now, want to get in the country illegally because they think Biden's going to give them a free pass. Biden is now, this is happening as we speak. First order of business, legalization of millions of illegals in this country immediately, giving them a quote-unquote path to citizenship. This has been a liberal, Marxist, communist. They've wanted this for years. Rafael, you know why this is so dangerous? Because illegal immigration poses one of the single greatest threats to the right to keep and bear arms. Most people are not aware of that. Why? Why do you think the Democrats are doing it? They want to increase their voter block. They want to try to put you out of business, conservatives, gun owners, anybody that doesn't think like them. And they know by adding more voters to the roll. But wait a minute, how do they know those are illegal? How do they know illegals? Illegal alien? Because we know that 85% of them, approximately on average, tend to vote Democrat. And who do you think the Democrats think are going to vote for them once they give them citizenship, Rafael? This is incredibly dangerous what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it just, you hate to say it, but it's going to bring a lot more people who are reliant on government assistance. And who are they going to vote for? The people that take care of them.
Yeah, that's me and you, by the way.
Yep, exactly. With our increased taxes and all that sort of thing, it's an absolute. I just don't know how to put in the words that you do, but it's a very scary situation.
Well, yeah, that's the only way you have. That's the only way you can put it. I look at what the left has done to Donald Trump over the 4 years, what they're getting ready to do to not only Donald Trump. They're in the process of it right now. Rafael, this is the biggest coordinated gaslighting effort in the history of mankind is taking place in this country right now and will continue to take place as long as there's a Biden-Harris or Harris-Biden or Harris-whoever else administration. They are working on it right now. And, we said the three levers of power. It's not three. It's the fourth estate. It's the media. The reason they're doing these things right now is because they know they have the media in their hip pocket, Rafael. The media is doing their bidding. Yes. And right now, we're being gaslit like nobody's business. Let me go to that CNN piece. Rafael, boy, this is going to anger you. This is going to anger you so much, so much. I have to find it because I have so many things to cover that I haven't been able to get it. All right, this is from CNN. Talk about gaslighting. Analysis from CNN.com. Trump's pro-law enforcement image crumbles in his final days. A president who has repeatedly touted himself as pro-law enforcement is now being accused of fueling a growing threat of extremists that has law enforcement officials across the nation on high alert. As the presidency of Donald Trump draws to an end, the recent Trump-inspired attacks on law enforcement officers, his refusal to take the steps necessary to defuse violent elements of his base, and the president's years-long assault on agencies such as the FBI and Justice Department are all casting serious doubt on the sincerity of his self-described support for those who wear the badge. This is CNN intentionally gaslighting you and all law enforcement to think, wow, he never really supported me. I guess he never really supported me. Rafi, I don't know how we get out of this, but I don't think this ends without tragedy somehow, my friend.
I don't know how we get out of it either, but yeah, I mean, you just read so much stuff that's just blatantly trying to push people in a certain direction, or, it's just complete manipulation from all sides without any basis. And it is infuriating.
Well, that manipulation from all sides. Therein lies the gaslighting. That's what that refers to.
Yep.
Is that manipulation?
Absolutely.
You know, you've got people, and we've all had it happen. Okay, maybe you have been in various aspects of your life. A lot of people don't understand what gaslighting really is, and it's manipulation of your mind by a devious SOB. That's what it is.
Yep.
It's somebody, and it happens a lot in abusive relationships where a manipulative husband, and yes, a manipulative wife, will manipulate their significant other to a point where that person questions literally their own sanity. You know, maybe
That's right.
they are right. Maybe I am a loser. Maybe that's why I don't have the job I want. And on and on and on and on. And maybe they do that because it makes it easier for that person to get a divorce and get out with less of a fight, for example. Okay? Or
Sure.
less of an attack. So when you see this on a massive scale like we're seeing in the country today, my prediction, Raphael, and I'd love to hear your point of view, I believe you're going to see media like the likes of Jim Acosta and these evil monsters that these people are, literally, I mean, just completely diss Trump, all of his supporters, step right over it like we went from an Obama administration right to a Biden administration, and Trump was just a bad dream, and eventually if they quit talking about it through lies of omission, it just never happened. What do you think?
Right. Oh, I agree. I mean, we're getting ready for the Obama's third administration. As far, I mean, you know, but you know, it's incredible. And you know, maybe people that are just conservatives, right? They're not. They're starting to feel bad about their positions that they've had their whole life, and because you know now everybody who's not a Democrat or a liberal is this evil person who you know has a tax on the United States, and I think you're gonna see a lot of people that were like, you know, maybe they weren't diehard, you know, conservatives, but they were conservatives, and they're just gonna, you know, I think that maybe people are questioning their views because of all this gaslighting that's going on.
Well, there are,
and
that's exactly correct.
It's a tragedy.
It is a tragedy, and it is absolutely 100% correct. They know it. There are weak people out there who are going to say, you know what? I'm just going to take that Trump flag down. I'm taking that. I forget it. I'm no longer supporting this anymore. I'm covering up my 2A tattoo. I just don't need the hassle. I'm just going to play along. I'm too old for this. I just want to go on with my life. If that's you, get out of the way. We don't need you here. We're going to roll right through you. Freedom must prevail. We'll be back after this. And keep me up on that time. I cannot believe we are at the end of this show. I don't want this to end.
Yep, we are.
I don't want it to end.
Close. Today flew by especially fast.
Yeah, it certainly did.
All right, here we go. 30.
The following segment of Armed American Radio is being brought to you by Defender Coffee. When you drink Defender Coffee, you're making a donation to a gun rights organization of your choice that protects and defends your freedoms. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Indeed, protecting and defending your freedoms is paramount right now. They're under vicious attack. I'm going to ask you to go out of your way and support the people that support us more so than ever before. And I know you do. Because I hear from all of them. But I'm going to ask you to go out of your way. I'm going to ask you to take an extra step. What's happening around you today is real. It is actually happening. And we know here on Armed American Radio that we cannot refuse to accept the situation. If we do, we live in denial, and denial will kill us. We have to stay on top of what is happening. We have to be aware of the facts and the truth. Forget what you hear from CNN, MSDNC, ABC, NBC, so that you can CBS and the rest of them. It's all lies. Consider it all to be fake. Every bit of it. Rely on your noggin and your gut. Trust your gut and your noggin. There are places you can go to get real news. You can go to the Epic Times and get real news. Great place. I subscribe to their printed stuff. Newsmax. You can go to One American News. There are Democrat politicians in Washington, D.C. today. Communist, Marxist, socialist masquerading as former Democrats. The only thing they have in common is the D. And eventually they're going to move that and put an S or something else because they're no longer the Democrat Party you knew. Hell, they're not even the Democrats of the Obama administration when you come to think of it. That says a lot, doesn't it? That's how far left the party has moved. But there are Democrats who want to push through legislation that eliminates any opposing view, like Fox or One America or Newsmax from Comcast or Xfinity or any of these other cable channels or cable providers, 18 others. They don't even want you to see anything but their crap. Now, I don't have to tell you that's going to end badly for America because I don't believe half of America is going to stand for that. And if they continue to push this, things are going to get very, very ugly in this country. But I'm going to ask you to go out of your way right now and support the people that support this program. It is critical. In particular today, MyPillow. That's right. Support him. Even if you don't need anything. Buy the 2 pillows for $29. It's $29 and support the man. Use the promo code AAR. They see that. That's how they know. Promo code AAR. Please let them see that Armed American Radio listeners and viewers support them. MyPillow.com. Radio listener specials box right in the middle where I clicked. Use the promo code AAR. Anything. Get a $19 pet bed. Whatever it is. Use the promo code. Let them know that we support them right now. They're under vicious attack. Second Amendment Foundation, SAF.org. Car Arms. Crossbreed Holsters has discounts up every single day. North American Arms. Bursa. We're talking with Bursa right now with Rafael Dovalli from Bursa here in the United States. DefenderCoffee.com. I'm drinking some of it right here. Every time you take a sip, you support the Second Amendment Foundation. In today's day and age, does that make sense to buy Defender Coffee? You better believe it does. Don't buy Maxwell House or any of that other crap. Stop going to the little baristas and buy Defender Coffee and support the right to keep and bear arms and Armed American Radio. It's pretty simple to do. And Front Sight. I'm going to put Front Sight off until tomorrow because I want to talk to the organization. Dr. Piazza has some statements that I want to bring to you, and I want to check with them, with Jason and those guys over there, and find out what's going on relative to where we are over the next few days. I'm looking forward to bringing Dr. Piazza on the program. Can't do it this Sunday because I'm going to be out of town and remote, but the following week, more than likely. That's what I'm working on. Suffice to say, frontsight.com/MARK. That's all you got to do. Get the free certificate. support the right to bear arms over the airwaves. It's that simple. And, of course, gunbroker.com. It's where you can find everything that you can't find. You can find at gunbroker.com. Raphael, welcome back inside, my brother. Gotta give notification to the people that support this program and support freedom, bro. It's so important now. Never in my wildest dreams did I think we'd see anything like this in America.
You're right. It's really shocking. It's
all right.
The best way I can put it.
No, it truly is. Biden's first order of business relative to gun rights is going to be an attack on the gun industry as a whole. And because you are the gun industry, relative to you being a manufacturer of firearms, the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act, let's just put this in perspective for listeners. Let's say I buy a Bersa Thunder 380. It is stolen from me and used in a crime. The Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act is in place to keep the government or anyone else from suing Bersa for the criminal act perpetrated with the use of a gun manufactured by you, correct?
That's correct.
Right. One of Biden's first orders of business is to see to it that and he wants this done day one, tomorrow. We're talking tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow. Yeah. On day one, he wants to see legislation that wipes out the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act. As somebody in the firearms business, how does that make you and your company feel? Let's not just talk about the whole industry we're both a part of, but just your company.
I mean, it's fairly obvious. I mean, it's just, I mean, the best way I can put it is it's insane that we can be held responsible for something we manufactured at some point in time to be, something to be used in self-defense, for sport, for fun, target shooting, competition, whatever, that if somebody uses in a violent crime, it's our fault somehow. It's mind-blowing. What's next? Is they going to sue Chevrolet because somebody got drunk and got in an accident and killed somebody? Or whatever, right? They're going to sue Henkel's Knives because somebody got stabbed. I mean, these are the same way I look at things. Okay, I don't understand where it stops. Where does it begin? What's the middle and what's the end on that? It's just mind blowing to me.
Well, well said, and it's true. Where does it stop? We've used the example of, is Ford or Chevy responsible for the actions of a drunk driver? Of course not. Every sane individual knows that. Every sane individual also knows, and this is where gaslighting comes in again. We're going to hear a lot about this. I'm going to be talking a lot about this over the course of the next days, weeks, months, and unfortunately years ahead. But this is where the gaslighting comes in, Raphael. There are going to be enough people shamed into believing that guns are bad, even the guns they own. Well, I've never had to use it. I guess I really don't need it. I probably wouldn't mind giving it up. I'm going to sell it, or I'm going to give it to the police department, or I'm going to turn it in when Biden says so, because I really don't need it. It's really for the betterment of society that I not be able to defend myself. They're going to start to think like that, and the media is going to push them in that direction. They're going to start shaming 120, I believe the number's far higher. I think it's closer to 150 million gun owners. Way many people. If I get a 30 survey that says, are you a gun owner, I'm going to laugh at them and hang up on them, okay? Or I'm going to lie and tell them no. But, yeah, that's all coming down the pike. So this is very dangerous stuff. Rafi, I've just been told, unfortunately, the fastest hour in radio is coming to an end and living up to its name.
I can't believe it.
I'm telling you, brother, I apologize. But, the fun part is we can bring you back whenever we want. So
whenever you want, buddy.
Count on that. We're going to be doing just not when you're at the beach hanging with your boys, unless I'm with you.
Come on down. We'll do a remote show.
No, we won't. We'll take some time off and have somebody else do it while we go fishing. Raphael Del Valle.
There you go.
Bersa. Just a great guy and a great company and a supporter of Armed American Radio. We love you guys and you, Armed American Radio listeners. This is going to be a very difficult time in America. Support our sponsors. Support every one of them. Support everybody out there, whether it's an Armed American Radio sponsor or not.
30.
Support Tom Gresham's sponsors. Support your favorite podcast sponsors. Support everybody that is standing up for your freedoms. They're all under attack. Carry on, carry often, carry absolutely everywhere. Never leave your cave without your club. No self-respecting caveman would ever do that. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you on the radio tomorrow.
You've just filled your prescription for freedom with Mark Walters, presented by X Insurance. X Insurance on the Armed American Radio Network.
Wow, that was unbelievable. Now, fascinating to me that you're not the only one that felt it. I'm not but Rafi felt it in South Carolina. Viewers, I'm sure you did too. But that's uncanny that everybody in different areas like that can be on the same page when time is flying like that. It's really something else.
It is.
All right, Holmes.
So you're not doing the show Thursday. Is the Hoosier going to do it?
Yeah, I just was being told here. It looks like I got a text from here. So I see in here from commenters that Andy's been banned from YouTube and Facebook. So I sent him a text during the break. I said, "So you're banned? Laugh out loud. Good for you." He sends a couple smiley faces. Right? Temporary live stream ban on Facebook. We'll see if they block me fully on YouTube. Ha. Need to get my computer at home so I can do a stream straight to my website and not worry about social media blocking me.
You don't want him to do, well, he doesn't ever do the show as a live stream when he fills in for you anyways.
No, he doesn't. But if see, that's an issue right now because if he's blocked, that would result to being blocked here, which is eventually going to happen anyway, but there's no reason to hasten that. I don't think.
Yeah.
No, but that's probably going to wind up coming. I don't know. We've always been pretty straightforward here. We'll see. We shall see. With nearly 100,000 fans, I'm surprised it hasn't been looked at. So
is he going to fill in for you on Thursday, or what?
I haven't talked to him yet, but he probably will. Yeah, I'll probably reach out to Andy. It will either be him or it will be the captain, one of the two.
All right.
And because of some changes down at 8:60 a.m. in Tampa, I may have the captain fill in. Because in Tampa at 8:60, they are moving this show because of a contract with, of all people, Kim Commando. The only open slot they had for her was not open, but the only one that they could move her into was by moving me up and putting her in my live slot. So then Tampa on 8:60, I'm going to be leading directly into the Captain's America. So we'll have Armed American Radio right to the captain, which, believe it or not, he's got a huge following in Tampa at late night radio. So it's
see if you had that second hour.
I'm telling you, I know it.
This might not have been moved so easily.
We'll talk with, not this show, but the 3-hour show, the Sunday show I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
They had no choice but to move it. Commando's a 3-hour. Nobody listening to her anymore anyway. Doesn't matter. They've got it's a contractual agreement that they have to have, and her syndicator got pissed off. Whatever. I just like knowing I've booted Dave Ramsey off a number of stations around the country. To a point where I saw an email that he put out to I forget who put it. I think it was from him. It wasn't from him. It was from somebody wanted
you guys are on similar stations.
Oh yeah, somebody wanted to know. Somebody from his production team. If it wasn't him directly, it was somebody from his production team. Wanted to know who the gun nut was that was knocking him off certain affiliates around the country. That would be me, dude. Okay.
I've run Dave's show a couple of times when I was working downstairs at the affiliate.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan. I believe if you live your life and bust your ass, and you want to go out and buy a new car, for God's sakes, go buy a new car. Not everybody has bags of money laying under their bed like Dave Ramsey does. Okay.
Yeah.
For most people, that's one of their biggest, that's a purchase that they've wanted to make for, just go do it. Have at it, man. You got to live your life. Meanwhile, Dave Ramsey's out buying all the new cars he wants because he's got bags of money under his bed. You don't, and he's telling you not to while he's doing it. Whatever.
Well, Dave helps a lot of people to get bags of money under their bed by managing their finances.
He does. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. I just don't like some of that advice, and you know what? I'm allowed to.
No, you're perfectly in the right to not like it. It's funny that you guys have shared stations together because I, as a program director, would not format that. I wouldn't have Dave Ramsey and, anywhere near each other. it doesn't match up. I mean, okay. But the problem with Dave is Dave also will look at the sponsors of a station and decide whether he wants to show on that station. That's how big he's gotten.
Yeah, well, okay. There you go. Whatever.
Yep. No, I've only run his show in syndication. I've never actually personally interacted with his people. But anyways, man, that's a wrap. I'm good.
That is a wrap.
If you're
Do it.
good.
I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sure, man. See you.
Later. All right. Fun stuff today. The hour flew by. What can I tell you? It always does. And a lot of work to do. Lots and lots of work to do before we cut out of here on Thursday. Get ourselves down there to a local event that we would normally have been at SHOT Show doing. Well, that's okay. We're going to have some fun. Now Dave Ramsey has got to boycott me, huh? Let him. All right, guys, I am out. God bless you. I will see each and every one of you on the radio tomorrow. We'll have the podcast up for you shortly. Hope you enjoyed the program today. It was a fun one. Talk to you in a little bit, guys.